You're listening to Business Talk Radio, where we take business to the next level.
Rapping with Dr. Jacalyn connects you with experts from all over the world to help you take charge of your career, your business, and your life. Rap along with us. Visit drjacalyn.com to learn how to become a guest or a sponsor. And now, the doctor is in.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. You are watching Rapping with Dr. Jacalyn, Tulips from America. This is a special guest spotlight. I am your host, your executive producer, director, and broadcast engineer, Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck. Joining us today is Nelleke Scholten. I'm so thrilled to have her with us today. Hello, how are you?
Hello, Dr. Jacalyn. Thank you so much for inviting me, and I'm very well, thank you. The sun starts shining right now here. We had some stormy weather, and so the universe is taking care of it all.
That's beautiful. So for our friends who are watching or listening on the radio, where are you joining us from today?
I'm joining you from the Netherlands, in the center of the Netherlands, a very small town, but a very lovely town, and it's right in the center. So it's really great.
That's fantastic. And how have things been there for you during the pandemic?
Well, ups and downs, of course, but with the right mindset, you get through it quite a lot. And this is one of the things, very important things for me always, to take care of. Your mindset is all of it. If you let you down by all the stuff in the media or what's happening everywhere, then it's not the real world all the time. So yes, we were doing very well, kept healthy and looking after ourselves very much. And also my business, I have an office very nearby that was closed for a long time. And what can you do then when the office is closed and I can't help my clients and customers? You start thinking what is possible. And this is also my mindset always, what is possible. And then I started doing things online and mentoring people online. And that worked really, really well. I'm very happy about that because I was wondering if it would work, but it really does. So this is, one of the possibilities, and there are lots of other possibilities too.
Thank you for sharing that. I love your outlook. I love your attitude. It's so refreshing. So here in the States on the East Coast, it's in the morning. And so it's so great for me to start my day with you, with your positive energy. What time is it there for you?
It is 3:00 in the afternoon. We have summertime, as a lot of countries in Europe. But if you think it's nearly summer, then it's like autumn outside. But it's also the inside of you, Sometimes you get down and it's winter inside in your head and everything. But if you look at a lot of positive things which are happening too in the world, then you can see the sun shining also. And if I may say, I lived for a couple of years in Australia, and I remember when I lived there and the sun was shining all the time, coming from the Netherlands, cold and windy sometimes. I was so happy that the sun was shining every day. And then at hot times, people were saying, oh, it's so hot today. It's the bloody sun is shining again. The differences in perception. And this is what is one of the things I use in my mentoring too.
Well, you have such a positive outlook, and I love that analogy about the sunshine being within instead of, the weather can do whatever it's going to do. We have no control over it, but we do have control over how we look at things and how we perceive things and how we come out to the rest of the world, right?
Yes, absolutely. And of course, I'm a human too. I have my bad days and my bad moments and moments that I feel sorry for myself. Some years ago, I broke my left ankle twice, very badly, within half a year. And the second time after the operation, I had to lay on the bed with my leg, a little bit up and stay there day and night in the same kind of position. I couldn't go to the toilet, nothing at all, because 2 bones were broken, so I couldn't turn left or right. And that made me think, okay, I'm a positive person. I have a positive mindset. But I can tell you and assure you that a lot of times, a lot of moments, I wasn't positive at all. And I felt sorry for myself too. Now I look back at it, and after everything healed, and I got back on my feet again, I look back and I thought, okay, this was a moment of overthinking things. Maybe it's okay to cry, or it's okay to feel bad at times. But then there should be an up time too. That is very important as well. That is what I think, and what I believe also. There's only a bad thing or a downside on that is that my high heels, I used to walk on I love shoes, I love
So
them.
do I.
Which lady doesn't? But I had not too high, but I had lovely shoes, and I can't wear them anymore. So that is the only downside of that. But the other thing is that you start thinking and looking back at what happened and why this happened. Some things happen in life, and it's not because circumstances make it happen, but it could be something to tell you to take more rest, or to stop what you're doing because it's going the wrong way for you, or whatever, or to think things over. And even though it's a very, there are more bad times, and like everybody, I had bad times as well in my life, if I may say so. It turns out for something that you grow. You grow emotionally, you grow and learn a lot from it. If you want to look at it that way, of course.
I completely agree with everything that you're saying. It's a moment in time when we have to take a pause and evaluate our life, the choices that we're making. How am I going to make the best out of the situation? And I appreciate your transparency in sharing that. I'm going to spotlight you. Your name, your title, for people on the radio who can't read it, is the Unique Life Creator.
That's correct.
Which is a very interesting title. I love it. And you're also an author, and you also have a unique approach to how you work with your clients. So if you would share more about those things, our audience would love to hear about it.
Yes. Thank you for asking. Yes, the Unique Life Creator, the name came up some years ago because I was thinking of a name for my business, and I thought, okay, what do I do, and what do I want to spread in the world, into the world? I came up because personally, I like to be unique. I am unique. Not like to be, but I am unique. Like everybody is unique. Every human being is unique. That's the first thing. Then I'm talking about life. Life is complex, is a whole thing. It's before birth and after you die. It's a soul that moves forward. That's what I believe. And also, I am a creator. I am creative. I had creative occupations. And I thought, this is the combination of everything. This is me. And I want to show the world who I am. And that's how the name started. And Unique Life Creator, what I do with clients, with customers, is that I like to get everything, the uniqueness out of every person, to show them that they are unique and how to flourish that. So I developed a system that is the Unique Life Creator system, and that's about independence, connection, and lifestyle. And that is very important because, sorry, my ear's falling out. It's a live show, isn't it?
Yes.
My background is for many years Ayurveda, which means science of life. Literally, it's 5,000 or more years old, coming from India. And that's a fundament that goes about life, literally about life in all aspects. The other thing is that I thought, Well, life is not only about a lifestyle, is it? I mean, very popular is lifestyle today. The living environment. Nobody is talking about combination of your life, your health, your wealth, but also connections with the world, your network. What has your living environment to do with all that? And I thought nobody is combining the whole thing about you. And that's how the system was made up. And if I may take you a little bit through that system, as I said, independence is one of the three pillars of that system. That's about the ultimate freedom MAG model. And what is MAG? That is mindset, aspiration, and growth. That is very important to become independent. If you look at connections, then I'm talking about the DNA connection pathway. And that's about diversity, about network. I just said network, connections, that's all together, one word almost. And addition. I haven't met or haven't spoken to one person who finally said, who didn't say, sorry, I want to be of addition. I want to do something for others or the world or whatever. So I combine that together. The diversity, we are from all different cultures. In the Netherlands, it's also more cultures coming in. And it's very interesting because we are all human beings and have different backgrounds. And that is also important for the connection. Then we have lifestyle, and that is increase your personality bit. Bit is BID, and B stands for balance, mind, body, soul, and senses. And there Ayurveda comes in. It's an NLP, which is my background as well, neuro-linguistic programming. Balance that whole system for your health, but also the senses we forget a lot of times. We don't know about our senses, how important they are for our health. And of course, there are people who say, yeah, I know about that. But I spoke to so many people lately and they say, yeah, now you're talking about it. If the music is too loud, if the noise from neighbors or whatever your surroundings is too loud, it works in your system, and it disturbs you. It disturbs the balance of your life. It's not only about eating food, drinking the right stuff, or meditate only. It's the whole combination. That is the B for balance. Then the I is income. Income is for everybody important. I mean, you can sit in the woods and try to find some food. Lately on the television, I saw a show and people were sitting there on old chairs and a caravan or something. And they said, this is my world. And we find the food in the woodlands. This is not for all of us. I mean, we need income to live, to pay our rents or whatever it is, to buy our food. Income is important. And then the D stands for district. And as I said before, district is very important too. This is your direct living environment, your street, your neighborhood, everything around you, your city, town, wherever it is you live. And maybe, I don't know, wherever in the world it is, but I've seen a lot of figures that a lot of people get divorced nowadays. And, the two of them need a place to live in, a house, a flat, or whatever it is. But if you had a lot of trouble, went through a lot of trouble, and you have to live in a flat with a couple of chairs and nothing much, a bed and some simple things which are not really, what would I say, belong to you as a person. And the walls are white and you go to work and you work very hard and you come home and you feel sad about it. This is something that does bad work inside your system. You get out of balance with that too. And this is the whole circle for me that I thought I should combine all the things. And, in my practices, it's amazing that that what I get back from people is that they never looked at things like that. It's either the way of health, food, drinks, everything, or it is income, or it is something else, or it is networking, you see. And now you have the whole package together. So this is my Unique Life Creator system, and how I came to the Unique Life Creator name for my business. And it's me, and I thought it should be me.
I
Authentic.
think that it's so incredible what you've done. I've never heard anyone put all of these things together. So it really is unique. And I love how you were talking about the your living situation, your living environment. So the physical environment as well as the sound. Like right now there are trucks going by, which, it starts to get me a little tense, anxious. So it's that and income, having income, not having income, whatever your debt is or no debt, these things all have a huge role in your life and you being in balance or out of balance.
Exactly. It's not only the physical balance, what you see in a lot of ways. And of course, meditation is doing a lot of work, and good food is very important. The physical activities are very important, but it's not only that. And that is what you see a lot of times. It's only parts of it. And then you see that people stop with doing activities or meditation and they say, yeah, okay, it's okay, it's okay. And eating the right food. It's a way of life. The whole thing is a way of life. It's your uniqueness, your authenticity. And that is what I want to bring out and do bring out in people. And that sometimes it's very, very, very hard work for the person itself, for the mentee. And you have to dare to do that for yourself. And give yourself that present. I'm only a guide. I'm only somebody who walks with that person through all the things that are inside of that person, the knowledge, the feelings, everything is there already. And that is, we only see of each other one little bit, few percent of the person, and that's what a lot of people see of themselves as well. And what I do is I want to bring out more out of it, get more out of that, because this is you, and you have to be. That's one of my slogans, or what you quotes is, you have to be what others are afraid of. And that is exactly what has happened to a lot of people. Say, yeah, okay, no, it's okay. I do this, I do that. But if you step up for yourself, which is very hard for many, many, many people to say, okay, all it takes, I do it. I take the chance and I go for it. Be authentic. Because a lot of people don't want to be authentic. As I'm sitting here, I am fully authentic, and life took me through a lot of things to be who I am now. But in the essence, I am, if that's the right word, I had it all inside of me. But I had to grow in life as well, to learn from my mistakes and what happened, and have people around you. And people often say, you're lucky, you have a lovely husband. We are married for a long time. If I may tell that story about Australia, when I was so young in my studies in the early 20s, and I decided to go to Switzerland, from Holland to Switzerland. It's another country as well. And I wanted to learn the German language and learn about Switzerland, to educate myself a little bit more. And then some friends of one of my brothers came to visit my parents, and I was in the early 20s. My brother died in a car accident some years before that in Australia. He went to Australia as well, just to see the world, like I wanted to do. And his friends came and they said, well, Nelleke, if you want to go away to another country, why don't you come to Australia? And it's a completely different continent. You can see where your brother had lived, and it was at that time one of my favorite brothers. He was very close in ages to me. And I started thinking and asked my parents, okay, my brother got killed in this car accident by a drunken idiot, a drunken driver. And he lost his life when he was 23. This is crazy. And then they said, okay, you can see where he lived and what he did, and his friends, meet his friends. And then I asked my parents, what do you think of it? Because you already lost one son, and now I go to the same country and still young. And what was so amazing, and I thank my parents for that too, is that they said, okay, you are you, and you have the full right to do what you want to do. And if that is Australia, going to Australia, it is with pain in our hearts that we let you go. But my father went to The Hague in Holland for a full day of interviews and with the Australian embassy and everything, checkups, medical checkups. I felt it so strong, and that was the lesson to me as a person, that they let me go to live my life. You see, that was one of the first things that I now can spread to the world and help other people with. And I went to Australia. It was a lovely time. But then I had a friend which I had known for some years, and the love was so strong that I decided after more than 2 years to come back to Holland and find out about the love, if it was a true love. So it was a true love. We're still together. And I went back to Holland to live and build up my life there. What a story that is. I mean, I still...
That is an incredible story. I'm so sorry to hear about your brother. I can't even imagine. So young, 23?
Yes. By a fully drunken driver who got them by car. It was terrible. But you see, even that was so strong. That is what I learned from my parents. And that is what I tell people to learn. Please, if you have a fight with your parents, or if you don't understand each other, please find ways to understand each other, because they have their life too. They have their experiences in life too. Look at it. Look at their worldview, how were they brought up? How are you brought up? And then come together and try to understand each other and learn from each other. And that is what I did many times. And I look back many times when I'm mentoring people. The film goes back in my life as well. Every time I learn a lot too.
It sounds like what you're saying is that you should put yourself in the other person's position to try to understand what their perspective is.
Yes.
I agree. We've got a lot more to discuss. We're going to take a break and hear from some of our sponsors. When we come back, I'd really like to talk about how you work with your clients, and for people who are out there who are interested in working with you, what that looks like. And then I'd like to talk about your books. How does that sound?
Thank you. Yeah, great. Thank you.
And during the break, if you happen to have your books there with you, you could show them. That would be great. So
during the break, how do I do that? Just show them?
Yeah, you just hold them up as we talk. Yes. All right, we're going to take a break and hear from one of our sponsors, Our Choice Fashion. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
When all my broken sneakers started to pile up in the wardrobe, I realized that we have a problem. Sneakers are made from plastics, and plastic is not mendable. My name is Philip, and I'm one of the founders of Our Choice Fashion. How many times did this happen to you? How can eco sneakers save the world when they break after only a few months and we have to buy pair after pair that breaks? We are here to give you the solution, a choice for truly sustainable fashion in the world's first circular sneakers. On average, we all buy 3 pairs of sneakers each and every year. This adds up to 25 billion sneakers per year, of which most end up in landfills. This adds up to 350 million tons of CO2 emissions, the same amount as for the country of Italy or the state of California. So we started to develop a product that would have all the old-fashioned qualities. It is mendable, it has a classic design, and it has a natural comfort. Because we chose the best designer there is, Mother Nature, The sneakers get more and more comfortable the more you wear them. Made from vegetable tan leather and natural latex from the rubber tree, the sneakers are both sustainable and comfortable. These sneakers are made from pure raw materials that are both fully biodegradable and fully recyclable. The best thing here really is that when your sneakers need an upgrade, you just send them right back to us using the same bag that you got them delivered in. We then resole your sneakers, put on a fresh pair of laces, and give them a nice new polish. This means that you can wear your sneakers for many years to come. Our sneakers are more than sneakers. They are a circular function, and we developed a smart pull for you to step into your sneakers without stepping down the heel. This means that you get a truly sustainable grip. We've got a fully circular business model, and that's why we'll only produce sneakers on your demand. Book your product now and get that sustainable grip at a discount. We've been on this amazing journey for 2 years, and now we're inviting you to also make a choice for truly sustainable fashion. Try the world's first circular sneakers, 100% plastic free, and I can promise you that our choice will be your companion for many years to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
You're listening to Business Talk Radio, where we take business to the next level.
Hello and welcome back to Rapping with Dr. Jacalyn Guest Spotlight, Tulips from America. My guest today is Nelleke Scholten. She is the unique life creator. I just want to mention, I saw over on Facebook that some of you are posting comments, but we're not seeing them here. So if you want to go over to Dr. Jacalyn's interviews page and maybe post them there, I think we'll be able to see them. So we're having a great discussion here, great information that you're providing for people who are interested in working with you. What does that process look like to become your client? How does somebody become your client? And then how long do you typically work together, and what are the outcomes?
Yes, well, there are several ways that people can connect with me, normally with questions, of course, of life. How do I get clients in different ways? It's mouth to mouth, but also they see me and my website. My website brings me clients too. They see what I'm talking about, what I'm doing. But on the other hand, it's what I am doing is online trainings, developing online trainings too, and from there clients come in as well because they see a little bit. The books, this is one of my books. This is the English version of my book. See that I get it right here. So
Yes.
This way, it's a bit like this. There's also a Dutch version. And people read my book, and this is kind of a self-help book too, because it's very simple to read. You can read it in some hours, but then again, people put it on the table. I have some people who put it on the table, the dinner table, and come home from work, and they open it up and read a little chapter, and then they move forward. This is the way. What I do is when people contact me, I ask them first a lot of questions. What is the reason why they are looking for answers, why they are looking for support or help or whatever it is? So I first find out in a kind of intake what they need, because this is very important, what they feel themselves. And by asking them certain questions, which is really individual, of course, this is in the conversation, I find out what they really need, and even though they don't think of that themselves. So I go into that conversation, and then together we make a plan, and we say, okay, there's a possibility that I can help you in 3 months' time. Then we make a program for 3 months. Normally that's 5 sessions, 6 sessions live. As I said, in my office, but online also. This works really, really well with some support on email and other ways. Telephone, by telephone, that's possible as well. So there's a full support. Through this personal mentoring program, what I do is that I look during the program what they need else. And sometimes somebody comes in with a question like, yes, I'm not feeling well and I need more vitality, more energy and things like that. And during the mentoring program, we come out that, in example, relationships are very important, and we zoom in more into relationships. Or if it's some anchors which are in every one of us, then I start looking into the anchors and start with NLP techniques, neuro-linguistic programming techniques, to neutralize, I call it, because you can't take out any anchor which are in your system. I can tell you an example, give you an example of that if you wish, but this is what I do. And then we zoom in, get rid of that, and then we move forward what is needed at that time for that person. Also a 6 months program, but also short things. It could be an email exchange, it could be in anything. So this is really on the person with the question of that person.
It sounds like you're very flexible, that the way that you work with someone. And also what I heard you say, if someone comes to you and they said, I don't have a lot of energy or my vitality level is low, you actually help look at what could be the possible causes of that. And in one case, it could be their relationship. So you help them dive. Yes. So you have your book there. Would you like to read a section for us? That would be wonderful.
Yes, a little section. I have several. There's all beautiful sections in there, and I was looking at it. What could be nice? There are several things, actually. And mindset, a lot of people are talking about mindset. But what I think I would like to do is, there are two things. That's thriving. And this means the art of thriving, this from my book, to attain success in whatever you do. Success is not just the destination. It is a journey as well. Everyone who has decided to take this journey or taken the journey already packed their suitcases ready with numerous materials that were needed for their journey. Let us examine metaphorically some of the clothing they packed. The jacket of patience. I describe patience as a jacket here because it is what you would use to shield yourself from the chills of anxiety and disappointments. The path of becoming successful will lead you to making many decisions and being anxious about whether they would work and whether you have the patience to allow such decisions to work. Then there is the head of creativity. Generally speaking, your brain is the center of creativity, and you will need to be extra creative in reaching your goal. You cannot be that individual that continues to stick stubbornly to a particular path even though it is not working. Rather, you need innovation. And the third one is the sock of discipline. No successful person sets off, and I want to say successful in whatever way that is. No successful person sets off on a journey of life without being disciplined. Discipline is needed in order to help you stay focused till you reach your final destination. And if I may, there's a little part which is about unstoppable. How to become unstoppable, if I may so.
Please, yes.
It's a little chapter. How to become unstoppable. The art of becoming unstoppable begins at the step of mental thinking. If you cannot visualize yourself being unstoppable, then you will become just like any other person who is stopped. How then do you mentally become unstoppable, you can ask. The answer is that you must be able to chase away any mental negativity we talked about before in the beginning of this show. Every unsuccessful person that emerges from a board meeting with failed pitch did not fail because the other board members rejected the idea. The person failed because he or she did not believe in their own idea. That's very important. Most partners within a relationship who fail to address the conflict in the right way often approaches the conflict with the feeling that they would not be able to reconcile with the other partner. And understand, please understand, and I always do this kind of thing, people in my surroundings say, this is always you. Understand that no, literally no, means next opportunity. And that's the other way from no. And please, I would ask everyone listening to this, keep this in your mind. No is next opportunity. When one door closes, then other doors open up, if you want to see it yourself.
Brilliant. I love the analogy with the clothing. That is really fantastic. Jacket, hat, and sock.
This is something to reminder easily, isn't it?
Yes, I can definitely see myself with the jacket, protecting the creativity, the discipline. I think that really is a great way of having us remember these things. So I have a question for you. When you were just reading the last section, when we have an opportunity that we fail at something doesn't go right, but yet we're still looking for that balance that you talked about earlier. So how do we get back in balance after we've failed, so to speak?
There are many ways, of course. It's also the state you are in, the physical state and the mind state. And there's also a physical state, very important. When you failed, it is very important that you get yourself another state physically. I mean, what do we do if we fail? We go kind of like this. Can you imagine it? You probably had that in your life. I had it many times too. And when I look at myself, it's not, we don't have a mirror in front of us, luckily, all the time. But then when you see yourself sitting like that, you feel bad. You feel, really failed in all your cells. And if you start sitting up straight, it's only sitting in front of somebody else or whatever it is. And you sit straight and put your shoulders, up like this and breathe in, breathe out several times deeply. Then there's a completely different state of mind coming up to you as well. It's not something you have to learn. It's very simple. Just sit up straight, shoulders, little back, head up, and just look at the world as it is at that moment. And what happened? You look back at it over your shoulder and think, okay, that happened. I can't change the past or whatever, just 2 minutes before. But what I can do is sit up straight and go forward in another state, physically and state of mind because of that.
It sounds like what you're saying is if you change the way you carry yourself, you'll change the way you look at things. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Yes. We have a couple of comments from our friend Ian Pelham-Turner. Hi, Ian. So nice to have you with us today. As a British person living in London, I truly value the country and people of Holland. Nelleke offers tremendous values and should be listened to. As a successful broadcaster, I have learned to live without fear and never accept negativity in my life.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
There's another comment from Ian. You never fail in my book. You just learn what works and what does not, and you move forward with a positive attitude. Hear, hear. Yes, definitely.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Wonderful.
I when you talk about posture and shoulders back, sitting up straight, I decided, I think it was last week, that I was going to do all my broadcasts standing. So today I'll be standing for 8 hours, and it's not easy to do, but I said to myself, how can I do this? So I got a rug. I put the rug underneath me, and every now and then I do a couple of yoga poses. And it works.
I didn't speak about that kind of thing, of course, because the time is very short. It's just a little tip of the, of the little top of the iceberg that we show here, that I talk about. And of course, in my book, it looks so simple. All the things we know already. Often I hear from people, they say, "Yeah, I know that already. It's no news, But that is typically the thing. It's no news. We all know the things, but we don't do it. We don't practice it. That is the main thing. And that is what I bring back to people, to make them aware of what they already have inside, as I began this show with the story about things. So there are many, many things in this book. Later, after I had written it, and it's the Dutch version as well, and I had a mentor, Tosin Ogunwusi, and he helped me. I know him from the Public Speakers University in London, which I did in, I think it was 2014. That's where I met also my dear friend Philip Chan, who connected me with you, which is really great. And he said, "Nelleke, you have so much insight, you have so much knowledge, there's so much experience. So you have to write a book." And the nice thing is that 3-4 years ago, I already took a course on how to write and publish a book with another cover. And then I said, okay, this is on my wish list, so I will do it. And once I say I will do it, I will do it. And he got me in contact with Majoran Sentelmani from DVG Star Publishing in London. And he helped me with the structure and everything, and coached me to get this book ready. And the funny thing is, a lot of people in Holland ask me, why do you first write an English book? You are from the Netherlands, why not in Dutch? And then maybe translate or write another book in English. And I said, no, well, my mentor said at that time, you should do it in English because you want to go out in the world. You have a message for the world to spread. And that was one of my really, really great wishes. And then I said, okay, I do it first in English. And then within some weeks' time, because there was a deadline for launching and publishing the book, I rewrote it in Dutch. Can you imagine?
No,
I was sitting, and it doesn't look like it's 172 pages or something like that. It's amazing. And I sat here in the house and I thought, this is crazy. Of course, it's my book. I can do it easily. But I never realized what rewriting a book is. It's the same text, but it's other words, not translated, like Google Translation or something. And my husband, I sent him up to the attic and said, you can come down after you have finished chapter so, and I sit down downstairs and I will do the other chapters. And then we read it and got it screened and everything and read. And then at the deadline in November, I was in London. I was invited to this launch and publishing moment with DVG Star, and I'm very, very grateful. And I remember that I flew to London, and I thought I was in this private car to my hotel, and I thought, this is really crazy. In 3 months' time, I started, or 4 months' time, I started from zero, with the idea to write an English book. Didn't know how to do it. And then I got all the help and the friends and everything. And then I finished up launching 2 books, one book in 2 languages. And I felt so humble. And I thought, wow, this is, is it good enough? Is it good enough? It comes to your mind. And now I see the value, because a lot of people are so happy with even parts of it. There are little tasks in there. There's a meditation from Ayurvedic Jiva.com. The people I'm very close with, and they wrote in my book forward, and It's just a beautiful short meditation. People do the meditation and say, I'm so happy to send love out into the world with this short meditation. That makes me so happy and fulfills one of my dreams, really.
Well, congratulations. I really like you. I feel like I have a lot of things in common with you, and you are just an amazing person. I would love for you to close out the show by reading that meditation, if you would. Are you able to find it
Okay.
easily?
Yeah, of course, I can find it easily. Let me.
I practice meditation. I'm a certified meditation coach. So I just want to let
Oh,
everyone know that you should definitely reach out to Nelleke. She is so talented. She's so passionate about what she does. She's come up with a unique way to combine science and coaching. Look what she's done. She wrote 2 books in the span of 4 months. I mean, it's good work. It's work that has a lot of quality suggestions that are based on personal experience and based on science. So please reach out to her. Your books are available on Amazon. Is that right?
That's correct, yes. On Amazon, both of the books. You can find them with the title Unique Life Creator, 3 Steps to Your Health, Wealth and Happiness. And if I may say so, the word wealth, a lot of people come back to me on that word and they say, oh, can you make me wealthy? And I want to be a millionaire or whatever. I want to earn a lot of money. And then I say, okay, let us talk about wealth, because wealth is in a completely different way than only money. Wealth, health is the new wealth. That is what they say. That's what my teacher says in India too. Health is the new wealth, and we all know that with the pandemic and everything. But wealth is what you have inside, what you show to other people, and what you share about love. But also, of course, income, also money. If you want to be wealthy in money, of course, then we connect you with other people to get there. But it's not only the word wealth in that perspective. So I want to say that. So
Thank you for sharing that.
oh gosh, there's so much more to tell.
Well, we'll have you back for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm looking for the meditation now.
And I wish you would reach out to Nelleke for coaching also. I am a coach myself, but I have at any point in time between 5 and 7 coaches. I think it is so important to work with other people who are where you want to be. Yeah. They already know what it takes to get there. And it's good to have a different perspective. It's good to have people call you out on your stuff too. I'd like to say that. And then also, we talked earlier about when you're feeling blue or you're feeling down. I allow myself to feel those feelings for a certain amount of time. I'll say, okay, you want to have a pity party for yourself. You want to cry. You want to be sad. You've got 10 minutes and that's it. And then we're moving on. So
exactly.
Yes. So thank you again for being here. We'd love to hear this meditation to help close out the program. And then we'll definitely have you back.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jacalyn, and also Ian, if I may call you that, Sir Ian maybe, but thank you so much. I'll see, I wasn't prepared for this right now, so please, I hope that that we will do this the right way, and it might be easy if people hear me and not only see me. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. This is the Jiva meditation. Please sit in a relaxed, comfortable position with your back, spine straight. Lay down if necessary. Be comfortable and relaxed. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths very slowly. Breathe in and out. In and out. Breathe in and out. Feel yourself in a comfortable state. For a few moments, focus your mind on your breath to be natural without any forced changes. Simply focus on your breath. Now bring your awareness into your heart area and visualize a tiny drop of love and a tiny spark of light, like a shining star radiating light in all directions. Full of love, light, life, and bliss. This is me. I am soul. I am eternal. I am free from all miseries. I will never be old. I am always young and beautiful. Enjoy this beautiful realization of yourself, or knowing your true self with a relaxed face and nice smile on your face. Once again, I am soul. I am full of love. I am full of bliss. Now visualize this light and love expanding throughout the heart, destroying all the darkness, ignorance, blockages, and toxins. The heart is filled with light and love. The heart is like a small sun emitting this light and love. Enjoy this expansion of soul into the heart with a relaxed and smiling face. Now visualize this light and love expanding into the rest of the body, into the chest, neck, face, head, arms, abdomen, thighs, and legs, destroying toxins and cleansing all the blockages. The whole body is now full of love and light. Send love to various organs, like the kidneys, the liver, brain, and intestines. And also send love to any organ or system which you think is weak or sick. Enjoy this expansion of soul into each and every cell with a nice smile on your face. Now expand your attention into the outer world. Spread love into the room. And then out into the world. Now let this light and love spread out of your body into the room and out into the world. Send love to all the plants, animals, oceans, forests, mountains. Send love to all your friends and family members. Send love to those whom you want to help and heal. And enjoy this sending out of love with a nice smile on your face and say the following prayer. May all be happy. May all be free from disease. May we all love each other. May no one ever suffer. Now bring back the light and love from the world into the room. Visualize the room is filled with light and love. Bring it back to the body. Bring the light and love back into your heart. The heart, which is like a small sun. And then back into its original shape, like a tiny spark of light and drop of love. A very powerful drop of love in the heart. This is me. I am soul. I live in this body. I am not the body. I am here to do something positive, creative with this body, to help others, to spread love always. For a moment, focus your mind on yourself, the soul which lives in your heart. Focus with a relaxed face and beautiful smile on your face. Now gently rub your palms and rub them gently over your eyes. And slowly open your eyes and come back to your outer world.
Namaste. That was beautiful.
Namaste.
I was following along with you, breathing, listening. And I hope everyone realizes they just got an incredible guided meditation from Nelleke. And what a beautiful way to start your day, the middle of your day, end your day, wherever you are in the world. That was absolutely fantastic.
I must say thanks to Jiva Institute, Dr. Partap Chauhan, and all the people there in New Delhi and India. This is what comes from Jiva. But it's so beautiful. Please have a blissful day. And I really hope to see you again.
You will definitely see me again. Thank you so much for being here. Again, the best way to get in touch with you? for people listening on the radio?
Yes. Oh, sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
That is info at theuniquelifecreator.com. I have a Dutch website, www.theuniquelifecreator.nl, and the .com is on its way. So, and Facebook, The Unique Life Creator. That is for the moment. That's it.
Fantastic. It is a true honor to meet you, and congratulations on everything that you've been doing. And just, I loved even watching when you were doing the meditation, you were smiling throughout a lot of it. You're just a beautiful gift in this world. So thank you again for being here. Thank you, Philip Chan, and thank you, Ian.
Thank you.
It's an absolute pleasure. Thank you. We will see you again soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, she was wonderful. And seriously, I don't know if you realize, but how important guided meditations are. And of course, there's apps that you can get. You can download them. But you just had a guided meditation by Nelleke, which was phenomenal. So I hope you appreciate that. And if you missed it, you can go back to our YouTube channel, Dr. Jacalyn LLC, and you can watch the show from the beginning. You can do that guided meditation with her anytime you want just by going to our channel. I want to just announce the rest of our shows for today. Today we actually have 8 shows. We have 7 shows left, and I hope they're all just like this one because that was amazing. Okay, so let's see what we have today. After this, we have A Better You, lessons from the best coaches, consultants, and trusted advisors. If you are a coach, a consultant, or an advisor, and you would like to come on our platform, it's a presentation platform. It is not an interview. You take your material, your trainings, any content that you have, break it down into 15-minute lessons, and then you come on and present it. And then we will ask you if you'd like to be part of our online learning community. So you can take your lesson and then put a 5-question quiz with it. And then we put it up for sale on the platform. So you can build your own playlist of lessons. So that's at 10:30 Eastern time today, which is 3:30 British Summer Time. And our guests are Mike Boisenot and Hyatt Ives. At 12 o'clock, we have Fashion, Fitness, Travel, and Leisure with my co-host Diane Floyd-Bain. And our guest is joining us from Australia, Tyler Lockwood. Can't wait to meet her. At 1:30 Eastern Time, which is 6:30 British Summer Time, we have I Have a Story to Tell, and our guest is Maury Zelkovich. At 3:30 Eastern Time, which is 8:30 British Summer Time, we have Pet Psychic Amina. She is always so much fun. She's going to bring us some more information about what's been going on in her life, and we learn a lot about how to talk to our pets, how to talk to our plants, how to take care of this beautiful world that we live in. At, 5 o'clock Eastern Time, which is 10 o'clock British Summer Time, we have Stories of Hope, Inspiration, and Overcoming Adversity, and our guest is Rita Smith. And actually, I missed one. We do have another show today at 2:30. I'll come back to that in a minute. At 6 o'clock, we have the Variety Show, and that is with my co-host Lori Mendelson, and our guest is John Christian, and he's going to sing to us. I can't wait. He's going to serenade us with a Garth Brooks song, If Tomorrow Never Comes. We have a guest spotlight show, and that's at 2:30 Eastern Time or 7:30 British Summer Time, and my guest is Pearl Chiarenza. So that's it for right now, but thank you for being with us. Thank you, Nelleke. It's such a pleasure to have you with us and all of you watching. Take care of yourselves. Be good to one another. And remember, guided meditation, so important. Go over to Dr. Jacalyn LLC and listen to that guided meditation again. All right. Thank you. See you later.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, I mean, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house.
And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.